How's everybody doing? And welcome to Wicked Warnings, your #1 source for construction and emergency safety strobe lighting and equipment. Make sure you get quality Wicked Warnings products. Don't settle for any kind of copycats. What we're looking at right here is a 2024 F-350 Ford Super Duty. Now this is an XL truck. A lot of the Super Duties you see now have all that fancy LED lighting on them, but these XL trucks don't. The headlights don't have anything LED in them, nor do the fog lights, nor does anything in the tail end have LED in it as well. So, although in theory our auto flasher kits could work to flash these fog lights and reverse lights and rear signal lights, it's just not the right solution. It's not bright enough and it doesn't flash fast enough. So to circumvent that, we went with a nice standard construction emergency package for this truck. This guy does explosives and demolition, so he needs adequate warning, quality warning. It's going to work and stay working without any issues. So in the front, we went right on the grill with a pair of our Thin X Amber LED. Now it's a split pattern right there on the front, fires 75 FPM, triple flash, and alternates on the light itself. Very nice, effective pattern, fills the front of this truck with warning. As you can see, it does a real good job out front here. Now, of course, we could have threw all kinds of lighting at this truck and done a lot more, but for a standard construction package, this may suit the bill and work just fine. It's a standard 4-corner package. It's going to be very affordable, and it's going to be extremely easy to install. Of course, these front lights, they just wire right over to the auxiliary switches or right inside through the firewall to your standard aftermarket switch, whichever one you have. Hopefully you have auxiliary switches in your truck, but if you were unlucky and yours does not, you can simply add an aftermarket switch and a fuse tap off the battery and you're golden. Now, of course, not included in this build, but available here in our shop as always, WeatherGuard toolboxes and fuel tanks and accessories like that. Vinyl lettering also available here in our shop only. Around the back here, as you can see, it's a standard XL taillight with regular incandescent bulbs and everything. So we took advantage of the housing for the reverse and we added a set of our Amber Echo Haw LD lights. Now, to be truthful, any Amber hideaway light will work here. It doesn't have to be the LD light like we used, but that's what we used here. So if you need to use a different hideaway that we offer in Amber, it'll be fine. These lights are extremely easy to drill a hole in. There's actually an embossing on the lens right where you drill the hole. Seal it up real good with RTV sealant because it's not a very flat surface, but that's okay. You just seal up that hideaway with RTV, put a couple of screws in it, and it'll be just fine. Now, we ran our power wire, of course, from the hideaway module behind the passenger tail light forward up the passenger frame right to the auxiliary switches. If you didn't have auxiliary switches, you could probably run that wire forward up the driver's frame and come right in the driver's floor to your aftermarket switch. Again, making this install super easy and super affordable. So, making this video real short and sweet, talking about parts. Going to get that hideaway set in the rear. Going to get a 30-foot piece of 18.5. That's going to extend that hideaway module all the way forward. Going to get those 2 lights in the front, Thin X Amber. We're going to get 30 feet of 22-5. That's going to go ahead and extend those Thin X lights to the auxiliary or to the switch inside. Now, I'm going to put a couple of things in here that you may want to delete if you have auxiliary switches. A 3/4 switch and a 25-foot piece of 16.2 to extend from the fuse kit at the battery. I do think a fuse kit is required either way because, as you can see on this truck, we're using auxiliary switch number 5, which is factory fused at a very high amperage. So we put in an inline fuse kit to lower that amperage down. I am running a 5 amp fuse on this system and it is working fine. That is much more appropriate than wiring it directly to the factory, I believe, 40 amp fuse. Of course, you would never run 40 amps through a 22 gauge wire. So we want to fuse that down with our fuse kit. And if you have auxiliary switches, great. If you don't, you'll need that 3/4 switch and the wire to go between the battery fuse and the switch. So just a couple of extra parts for those who don't have the aux switches. But if you have a grill like this, if you've got a fleet of XL trucks, get a hold of us, let us know. If you're working with over 6 pieces in your fleet, go ahead and drop an email. Maybe we can carry you a little bit on the pricing if you're going to put a larger order in. So thanks again for tuning into Wicked Warnings, your #1 source for construction and emergency. Make sure you get a hold of us at Wicked Warnings. Don't settle for responses from anybody else, and don't buy product anywhere else. We are the only official distributor of Wicked Warnings product here in Chicago, Illinois. You have to buy direct. There are no other sources for my product. Thanks again for watching Wicked Warnings. We'll talk soon.